Hi, everybody. Father Bill Holtzinger here, and this is your Friday reflection. Well, or maybe it's a Christmas reflection. Depends, of course, when you watch this. So let's just assume you're watching it, hopefully, before our Christmas celebrations. I'm recording this on the Thursday before, which is really the Thursday before the fourth Sunday in Advent. And it's a really short, well, maybe 2 days or 2.5 days of Advent, and that fourth week, right? Because it's Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, we have Christmas Eve. So I want to invite you to come to Holy Trinity for Mass on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. We have 3 Masses on Christmas Eve. That's 4, 6, and 8 p.m. And then on Christmas Day at 9 a.m. People ask why we have it that way. Well, that's because when people come. If we had like a 11 or a noon, let's say even later on Christmas Day, few people would come. And really we're trying to also be mindful of the people that are, you could say, their families who are helping us celebrate the Christmas. That is volunteering as sacristans, as Eucharistic ministers, all these different things, ushers and greeters. We want them to also have a wonderful Christmas with their families. And so that's why we have that. So again, it's really geared for our community so that we will be able to maximize their time and be able to have a wonderful, beautiful service. And of course, having it in the evening allows for kind of a beautiful ambiance. The Christmas trees, they'll probably have the lights a little bit dimmer than typical, and it's just beautiful. And of course, the music will be wonderful. You'll recognize so many songs. This is the time when we sing a lot of Christmas carols. But think about when you come and prepare that way. So you're not just coming without preparation. You first of all, right, you put on different clothes, maybe nice clothes because of Christmas, but also put on Christ himself in your heart coming. Think about not just yourself, but think about the people that might be coming for the first time, or a family that might be coming for the first time. What will they expect, or what will they experience when they come? And how can you and I help them? Here's some thoughts, and I mentioned some of these in the bulletin from last week. Number 1, really consider not parking right at the front of the church, but parking further away. Maybe you're used to parking really close, but I might encourage you to consider parking in the backside of the parking lot so that those who are newcomers will be able to have a parking place. Imagine that you're brand new, you're really, having a struggle with just finding Holy Trinity, and there you go. The parking lot is not where you thought it would be in there, but there's a spot real close near the front. How welcoming would that be, right? And then when they come, when they bump into you and you are there, how will they respond when you say, hello, how are you? Or, hey, that's my pew, right? Of course, that's not who we are. We are the people that are welcoming, that, hey, maybe you have your spot that you like, and that's great. But what a great Christmas present to give that favorite thing to somebody else. If they come in and you need to scoot down and you don't get that certain spot on the pew or whatever it might be, Merry Christmas. Rejoice in all these things because new people are here. And maybe they're not just new because they're, first time coming. Maybe they're new because they're with family and they've flown in and they're visiting family here locally. And this will be their time to be with them, but also with their family. That's Holy Trinity. So they're truly visitors, not people that will be coming back. What will they see and what will they get a sense of when they come and celebrate Mass with us? Will you then greet them when you meet them? I hope so. And of course, we want to be mindful of the people around us and be wanting to pray and have some quiet, but also this is that tension of trying to be reverent. That is reverent to Christ, reverent also to the people that Christ loves. So it would be kind of not reverent if we're yelling and screaming or if we're not paying attention to anyone around us. Those are the extremes. So again, put on Christ, be who you are, be who we are as Holy Trinity, and welcome them and give them a space in the pew. If they seem lost or not sure how to use the missalettes, that's always a good one for newcomers not to really understand, especially if they're not Catholics. They may not know how to go through the Mass or how to follow the missalette. Maybe you can be there to hold the book for them or point out where they need to go. And then sing. When the songs are sung, sing with all kinds of gusto. This is good for everybody, not just newcomers. This is good for us. I know that when I'm there as the presider, it's amazing. It's so full. In fact, we'll be opening the doors at 2 o'clock for the 4 o'clock Mass. And again, that's because people do come that early. when you do come then, as you're offering yourself at Mass, think of the family members, think of the people who are new to us, think of the people that are possibly so crowded, possibly there in the narthex so they can't see too well, or down the hall near the school. Who knows? Sometimes it's been so packed, some people are in just the outside of the doors, and it could be cold. Be a hospitable person to them. Let them know that we love them, that you love them, that you care for them, and you're wanting them to, have a place they may be visiting. Offer your name when you first introduce yourself. Don't just say, hey, what's your name? Say, hi, I'm Bill. What's your name? Give them your name. And that way they'll be unarmed and they'll probably give you their name and just welcome them. During the Mass, yes, we do a lot of standing and sitting. We Catholics are a funny bunch. Maybe they may not know how to do that. So maybe you can give them some instruction of what to do. Of course, they will see that happening around them. But maybe you can say, well, we kneel now for devotion, or we stand now for attention. Or maybe it's really clear they're not Catholic. Maybe you need to teach them how to receive a blessing at Mass. If they're Catholics, they'll know, of course, to receive communion. But if they're not, they may not know what's going on during communion, right? But maybe they want to participate in some way. So you can help them participate by helping them to know to put their arm across their chest. And when they come forward, we would say, may Christ be with you. And then they just receive that and they move back to their pews. Again, anything we can do to kind of remove the friction. That's what I call it. These all little small things. When the parking lot is so full that nobody can park, that's enough for friction for most people just to keep driving. That's why I'm saying, think about parking a distance in the parking lot. Or if there is, we're taking up a whole lot of room and there's more space for people and we don't budge, that's enough friction for someone to just move on. After the end of the Mass, maybe you can just tell them how you're thankful they're there. Or if there is a younger person or a teenager, thank them for their singing, a young adult, whomever it might be. And just let them know it was good that you were there. Tell that to them, that it's great that you were here. And again, invite them maybe to come back again. So there's lots of ways that we can then be welcoming. For myself, from Father Anthony, Deacon Brett, all our pastoral staff, all the staff of the school, all of the staff and the volunteer staff from Holy Trinity, I want to wish you a blessed and Merry Christmas. I'll see you this weekend for the fourth Sunday of Advent. Deacon Brett is preaching. And of course, 2 days after that, we will be having our Christmas celebrations. I'll see you then. God bless. Bye-bye.